What's up, everybody? Matt Nuzzo. We're here at REAL to talk to you about foil surfboards. So when we first started talking to you guys about foil boarding and the surf, we were like, hey, it's super fun. Get a foil, get the peel and stick foil mount, put it on a board in your garage, go out and go. That's a great way to go, and it's going to be your least expensive way to go. One of the easiest way to go, getting a dedicated foil surfboard is going to make a big difference. Okay, why is it going to make a big difference? Because they paddle so much easier. Remember, when you're paddling a foil, you've got this sea anchor underneath your board as you have to paddle. So having a board that glides well makes a big difference. You're also chasing waves that are like this big. I can't tell you how many times I finish my session, I turn and I look at the beach when at the ocean when I come in, and it's so tiny, but it felt like I was surfing pipeline. So wave this big, you got to have some foam to get into it. So we're going to start down here with the easiest boards, the FCD boards. Fletch had a great approach on making foil surfboards. He said, I want to have boards for the masses, for people that can get into waves easy and make it easy for people to learn to foil in the surf. So this is the easiest to ride board we found. It's a 6 foot, it's 57 liters. You can see how thick this thing is, 57 liters. Going with a larger size, the bigger the board, the bigger the sweet spot, so it's less specific to where your feet are landing. And you've got this big giant tail on here, which allows the wave to push you into it, as well as the nose here. Is really crafted to be very smooth. You're not going to purl, but it's also going to glide through the water really, really well. My personal board is this FCD 5.5, so I'm about 170 pounds. This is 42 liters. So, compared to my surfboard size, I really don't ride boards that are 42 liters, but for this board, it's 5.5, 42 liters. It's got a ton of foam, so I can get into waves almost before they're breaking, and even tiny little waves can paddle in, hop on foil, and get going. So I'm using the 5.5 FCD because it just paddles like a champ. It's also compact for 42 liters. As you go down the line here, we've got the production Slingshot Skywalker. This one's a 510. You're going to see here a similar characteristics of really fat rails. And you have to kind of get out of your mind, this is not a surfboard. This is an alien aircraft that's going to float over the surf, so it's not going to look like your surfboard shape, all right? So this one's got real thick, fat tail. Plenty of scoop up here in the nose. It's a production board, so it's going to be, really durable, but it's also going to be a little bit heavier. But it's also going to bring the price level down. So again, this board is 51 liters, 510 by 21. A lot of glide to it. A good, durable, great all-around foil surfboard. Coming down here for kind of more of the traditionalists that just can't get over the hump when they're looking at these boards. They're just like, I can't get over it. I want a board that looks like a surfboard. Well, in comes the Nash Comet. So the Nash Comet, this one's 510 by 40 liters. You can see it looks more like a traditional shortboard with a more pulled in tail, more traditional. But when you look at the rocker line, it's super flat from pretty much, you got a little nose rocker up here, but it's super flat from this point down. You can see just that rocker is real flat off the back, so it's going to get you as much glide as possible. Then we come into the custom Pizels. Pizels got a couple shapes. Screaming Eagle is your catch every wave you go for. So we got a 5.8 by 42 liters. You can see the rails on this, really downturn rail. Okay, so you got all the meat in the rails down on the water line, so you get a really nice wide surface here to give you stability when you're taking off and you're paddling out. And really, this is, when you start foiling, you go for so long that you're gonna have some long paddles out. And he's like, I'm making the Screaming Eagle for catching waves easily and in paddling back out to the lineup. So this one comes in a variety of sizes, from 510 all the way down to 410. So you got a huge range in sizes. This has been probably our most popular custom foil surfboard. Also XTR construction, super lightweight, and having that really lightweight deck on top does make quite a difference. And finally here, this is kind of the most advanced shape. This is a 4.6 called a Pinball Wizard. By Pizel. This one here is 25.8 liters, so it's a tiny little chip, right? 4.6. Got these beveled rails. This is more for your, for your whitewater takeoff and your more advanced riders, right? So this board is great, but you're going to catch a lot less waves, but it's also going to pump awesome, super lightweight, and you're going to, the smaller board you got that tiny sweet spot, so you got to get your feet in the right spot every time, but you can pump this board like crazy, and it really can accelerate and do that. Can go well with pumping, but also remember paddling back out on a board that's 25.5 liters, you know, that's gonna be a struggle of a paddle, and you're gonna get some super long waves on this. But if you're riding this, more than likely you're pumping back out to the lineup, so you're not really too concerned about the paddling. The main thing you wanna remember about these boards is that these are not surfboards. They're made for foiling, right? So you have that big tail because that tail pushes you into waves. You have these thick rails because they help you catch the waves and paddle back out into the lineup after you've been foiling forever. And also, they're durable construction. They're made with the highest end materials. They're made durable because imagine, you know, to deal with all the pumping, imagine your poly surfboard with sitting on top of a teeter-totter and doing this for a while. That board's gonna taco like crazy. So these things have to be durable. So if you have more questions, you wanna place an order, give us a call at the shop, 252-987-6000, or you can check us out at realwatersports.com. We'll see everybody on the water.